Hello, everybody. Welcome to Video Dente. Where you just like, mwah, 'cause it's Dante.
Perfection.
Perfection. Just the perfect. This is a conceptual podcast for just concepting movie ideas, but also making a poster for it.
To sometimes good result.
Sometimes good result. I mean, this is only a third episode, but so far we've made Hitler
On Mars.
and Mars with Batman. So you understand that it's going to be pretty good. Then the other one, I forgot what it was.
Spooky Kids.
Spooky Kids, Addams Family, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Dick Van Dyke was in there. It was great.
Oh yeah, Dick Van Dyke was in there. The old Dick Van Dyke, not the the current one, not the one back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, no chimney sweeps to be found.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, so just wondering, Helaman, have you
Yes.
thought of any cool ideas for movies lately for this past week?
So, this is kind of brought about by like the Thor Ragnarok movie that's came out. Like, I'm super excited for it.
Have you watched it yet?
No, but I made some got some plans. So me and some friends are going to watch it tomorrow. Heard great reviews for it, and so in that vein, I've been thinking about like superheroes and stuff like that. And so I've got this. Yeah, so I've got a concept that involves superheroes. It's pretty great. It's going to be the new Marvel, or not Marvel. It's just the new big superhero movie universe. I think it's going to be the next big thing.
The next one, it'd be like the dark world that Sony tried to start up, or is it Sony or Paramount? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Dark Horse Comics?
No, like, you know how like they try to make the Mummy movie and they started to start up like their own series? Is it Fox? I forgot. Who owns the Mummy IP?
I don't know.
The one with Tom Cruise in it, screaming around.
I don't know. I just heard that
I
was
should know this better. Especially since I'm going for video stuff, video work.
It was so bad they don't want to say. Let's.
Oh, this is weird. Well, whoever made the 1999 movie also made it.
Or did they? Perhaps they sold it off.
They sold it up. They're like, we actually didn't like it enough to care about that. I need to lower down my volume. Get a lot louder. Then
Let's see. Universal Pictures.
okay, so yeah, Universal. They're one of the old ones. So yeah, so kind of like how they attempted on doing it.
Except this is going to be good. I don't appreciate comparison right off the bat to my idea to the Mummy movie. 16% of Rotten Tomatoes. Mine's going to be gold.
16%. Yeah, I guess so. It really depends. So for me, I don't know. Mine's a little bit different. Mine is not superhero. This is actually something that I don't know. I'm kind of using a concept that I've been thinking for a while about, and has to deal with kind of supernatural stuff.
Ooh.
But yeah, so I think I'll go first this time because I think
take it away.
my idea is super cool. But anyways,
Because you think your idea is better.
Yeah.
You were about to say that. I could tell.
Yeah. Because I mean, yours is superhero. Everybody has superhero movies. How many supernatural movies come out?
Well, there's Supernatural, the TV series for one. I mean, that's not a movie, but
yeah, but how many people? I guess a lot of people watch it. Like, never mind. It's gonna be like, how many people watch it? And it's like,
go to a comic convention and ask how many people watch it.
It's enough to have like 12 seasons, right?
Something
Just way. To me, it's just way too many seasons. I remember trying to watch it, and I think around season 5, I stopped because I was just like, I felt like it was the same thing again and again.
I don't know. So I haven't watched too much of it, but there's some fun stuff. Like there's like storyline with like Prophet comes in, and then there's like all the stuff with Lucifer and
yeah, like that. I remember getting past
I don't
that.
know. There's some fun stuff.
But I just felt like it just kept on going, and I'm like, oh man, like it just keeps on going and going, and like I feel like it's like, oh no, now there's a new bad guy, and I'm like, there's like for me, I kind of like the series that have always been intentionally short,
Like Gravity Falls.
like Gravity
That
Falls.
is a great supernatural TV show that not enough people have watched. A lot of people have, but until everyone watches it, it's not enough.
I mean, it was also made by the Brother Chaps, and as everybody knows they are the best people. Just to let the younglings know, the Brother Chaps, they're in charge of a little enable Flash player. But anyways,
which is soon going away.
They're in charge of a website called homestarrunner.com.
Wait, same people that did Homestar Runner did Gravity Falls?
Yeah, one of the Brother Chaps. They were in charge of Gravity Falls.
That's why it's so good.
So if I look at it,
also, so the brother based Grunkle Stan. If for those of you who have watched it, Grunkle Stan is based off of himself. Yeah, Alex Hirsch down there.
That guy?
Yeah. So he's one of the producers of the show.
Okay.
And he based Grunkle Stan on himself.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember which Brother Chaps did Gravity Falls. I wonder if it says it right here.
I have not heard this before because there's Alex Hirsch who I was just mentioning.
I should really know their actual names. They should probably be known more than the Brother Chaps. It's like they use Yo Grabba Gabba. It's Matt.
Okay, he also works.
He was the writer and director for Yo Gabba Gabba, Gravity Falls.
Wait, no, it doesn't say that. It just says he also worked for.
Yeah, he worked as a writer and director.
A director for Yo Gabba Gabba. Semicolon. He also worked for Disney Channel series Gravity Falls. It doesn't say what he did though. Just
it's actually kind of interesting. I remember there was a talk show that actually talked to him. It was a while ago, and he was like talking about like coming back because they were gone for a while because they started off in Georgia, and then a lot of animation still happens in Florida. So I think he went down there, and then the other brother went to LA. And so basically that's the main reason why like they stopped doing Homestar Runner stuff was because they were split. Yeah, they were like too far away. It sounds like they're one of those people that they prefer working with physically next to each other. Right, and also they were just busy. I mean, he talked about the interesting way that he would actually storyboard Gravity Falls was he would actually make like crude Flash stuff for it. So the crude Flash versions of Gravity Fall exists somewhere.
Oh, I wonder if it has any secrets in there.
Yeah, but I think it's like kind of interesting. Like
so your supernatural idea.
Yeah, so it's supernatural. How did we get into this? I don't know.
Because Gravity Falls is a great supernatural show.
Okay, yeah. So it's a great supernatural show. It's a short time series. Like for me, I was gonna make one where it has to deal with a person. I was thinking like a girl who accidentally uses necromancy.
Okay.
So like when she first starts off, she accidentally uses it to actually like bring back an egg, like a chicken egg, back to life.
So when you say accidentally, is this like, oops, I accidentally cut open my hand and I'm doing blood magic? Or, oh, that was a like how do you,
I guess it's still
how do you accidentally do necromancy?
I have no clue. But it might be on purpose somehow. But it's supposed to be that she does it, and so she actually brings to life a chicken egg on accident. So she might have done it on purpose somehow. I'm not too sure.
And so,
the
egg came first, though, as well as is what you're saying.
Yeah. So like.
Okay. Just.
well, I guess something had to lay but like she like this is a chicken egg that you probably get at like Myers or something like that, or so like they
so it wasn't
so the egg comes to life, but then she also but the chicken has a special ability that it can transform into a velociraptor.
Oh. Does she ride on it? Does she ride on the velociraptor?
It's a more realistic velociraptor size, so it's more like.
What's the realistic size? Like, so we're talking like pony size. So
a realistic size is it's probably like a very large house cat. Like they weren't really that big. They're only like 2 or 3 feet tall.
I want a bigger one. Gotta write on it.
But I think what I'm basically doing is that like it's supposed to be that she can somehow genetically. So it's like it looks like a velociraptor. She calls it a velociraptor, but it's technically just like she's tapping into with necromancy. She's tapping into the chicken's DNA and transforming it.
Okay.
Into a.
Can she turn it into anything else?
I guess technically, like she is fighting people who are also using this type of power. On it. So like there are people who transform stuff into like Tyrannosaurus Rexes and Stegosaurus because like
so she's like so there's people that can take their egg and turn it into a T-Rex, and then she's trying to fight them with a house cat sized raptor.
Yeah, but there's like it's one of those things where
she can't even she can't even like make it into like a really really big house cat raptor.
Hey, it's.
I don't know. I'm just feeling like your house cat's going to be a little bit outclassed when the T-Rex.
I guess you can make it into a Utah raptor, but I was thinking like chickens or pheasant into a chicken or pheasant into something else.
Okay. And then she goes and fights crime and supernatural baddies.
She's fighting supernatural stuff, but like the main story is that at the same time she also comes from a line of paladins.
Okay.
So if you think about it, so she's like she did something that like for her would be considered very bad because she has an order of paladins that actually go and fight.
And I'm guessing the paladins would be against necromancy.
Yeah, I mean that's their full-time job is to stop that stuff.
So she has to keep it a secret because she's actually using her necromancy for good, but the paladins are too rigid and wouldn't see this.
Yeah. It's one of those stories where it's like you just don't get it. There's good inside.
Is she like a teenage rebellious? Like it's gonna be like she's rebellious as well type thing?
I'm not super sure. Like for me, I was actually kind of thinking that she is a little bit more. How do you say it? Like she's more accepting like of this thing that she has, but like everybody else doesn't really get it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, like that's what I was mainly thinking for a type of. I guess this is more like a series than a movie, but but yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So how about your idea?
Yeah, so mine, it's going to center around this superhero. His superhero name is Boulder. Boulder. And so
Boulder.
So his powers is he's got the ability to shift any part of his body into stone.
Okay.
And he can fly.
He can fly, he can turn to stone.
But he can like selectively just turn parts of. So if he's like going into like punch someone, he can just like turn his fist into stone for that nice hard punch. But then keep the rest of him like still like flesh. So that way he can like bend around. No. And also.
So like, is it when it turns into stone? Does it like? Is it permanently like? It's not permanently, but is it literally stone? Like he can't bend it like the thing.
Yeah, exactly. Which is also why he wouldn't want to like if he's going in for a punch, he wouldn't want to like turn everything into stone. In some ways, that's one of his like you can maybe say like drawbacks or weakness is the more stuff he turns into stone, the harder it would be to like the more impervious he is to pain and damage, but also the more immobile he becomes.
Okay.
But he can like do it really fluid. But he can like shift it around fluidly and like play with momentum as he's shifting the weight of the stone around and stuff like that. And also any part of him that is stone. So like let's say his hand was stone and then it gets blasted off. As long as it happened when it was stone, he can go over and like touch something that is stone, and then he'll like pull that stone from the environment and like can feed it back into his body to like rebuild that hand.
So is there like a specific type of stone that he is?
Nope.
Or can he just choose whatever type of stone?
Mm-hmm. And it would take on the properties of that stone that he like soaked up with it.
And okay, and would you call this the movie The Boulder?
No. Well, I don't know. Perhaps. But no, so his name's Boulder, and so how he got his powers, it involves Nazi secret testing back during World War II, because every great plot involves secret Nazi testing.
Yeah, like is this like the same lab that created Captain America?
Whoa. That was Americans. Not Nazis.
Oh, this guy's a Nazi?
No, see, okay, so you need it. So here, let me explain.
Okay.
All right. So back during towards the end of World War II, the Nazis, they realized they were going to lose the war, and so they started looking for contingency plans. And they came up with this idea that like, what if they just find a way to go back in time and change the events of the war? And so they're like doing these testings to like create these like wormholes that allow them to go back in time.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it fails. But there's radiation. But there's radiation that leaks out from that during the testing, and that testing manipulates the DNA of those that were impacted by it.
So wait, does this guy get bit by a rock? And
no, rocks don't.
Jeez. Because they can scratch you.
No. So those that were infected with the radiation, they develop like super abilities and things of that nature, and also it infected their DNA at such a level that it's hereditary now. Like the change of their DNA.
So their children can also become rock humans.
Not necessarily rock. It's like kind of like picture with the X-Men, where it's just various different types of powers. Like it's not just like everyone's a rock, but so it's just it opens up this mutation in their genes that allow for powers to develop.
So like they're gonna be like a bird person.
So, exactly. And so these Nazis, they realize this has happened, and they form a secret society to kind of like keep all of these new powers in their like family, so to say. And basically, from behind the scenes, they operate and rule the world, and they're like behind the most powerful companies.
I'm the secret.
But
Nazis.
Unknown to them, there was
Abstergo, right?
No. Unknown to them, there was a custodian worker who was close enough by that he got impacted by this radiation as well.
So this is a Nazi custodial worker?
Mm-hmm, a Nazi custodial worker. After the war, so then after the war, he flees to West Berlin, and after that, like his children go to America, and all of this was like unknown by these other Nazis that like became like the secret superpower. They didn't know about this custodian they didn't know about this custodian, so they didn't realize that there's another branch.
Was he just hiding his powers then? Like how is he like hiding his superpowers from the world?
Yeah, basically
Was he just super good at hiding it?
Yeah, he's just not like actively using. So then his grandson is Boulder.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's the bull. So like does this take place back in like the
No, so this
would be 60s? If he's the
grandson,
the child?
No, it's his grandson. That'd be right to be right about now, right?
I thought you said his son.
Or it would either be grandson or great grandson, whatever it would be. So it's like present day though.
Okay.
And so then Boulder is like going around like fighting crime and stuff like that. And his arch nemesis would be this supervillain that is like a kung fu master. And he has light psychic powers, so he's not like super heavy psychic like Professor X or Jean Grey or Invisible. Like
so he has a psychic.
So he has his villain has slight psychic powers, and it's mainly just enough. It's enough that he uses it to enhance his own like kung fu abilities. So it allows him to do like kung fu feats that shouldn't normally be possible because he's levitating himself a little bit, or when he's going into punch, it's like a psionic punch, and so it hits harder than it normally should. And stuff of that nature.
Yeah, so I'm just wondering, like, since these are this you'll figure it out in a minute. But anyways, so would we ever get to see a fight? Like, since you said this is like a big universe thing, will we ever get to actually see a fight between the Boulder and the Boulder from Legend of the Avatar, The Last Airbender?
Oh no, these are separate universes.
I mean, I think everybody would want to see that type of battle because I mean it's Earthbender versus Rock Human.
You know, once this gets big enough, I'd be open to like someone to fanfic it, and I would read it and probably be like, nice, as long as you do a good job of it. Of course, if it's bad, I'm not gonna read it.
It's like as long as it's not Rule 34.
But no, I wouldn't write that. I would leave that for the fans to write.
Okay, just saying. You're saying, hey, I keep them separated, but you guys combine them if you want. I'm not gonna like close you down for making that scene happen.
Right.
The Boulder though, and so like, what would he be fighting then? Like, would he be fighting these other humans?
A lot of the things he'd be fighting. So initially, he wouldn't know about the secret society because like just no one knows about them. But he'd kind of uncover them bit by bit, and so there'd be things with that. And then also his arch nemesis would be a lot of the things. And his arch nemesis actually isn't a part of the secret society.
Okay.
What I'd picture, his arch nemesis was actually created by Boulder. Accidentally, kind of like made his arch nemesis. He was going around fighting crime and like beating up people. And he was up in the air flying, and he got like something like slammed him down to the ground hard, and he was like fighting in the city, and so he shifted his entire body into a boulder to like brace for impact for like crashing into the ground so it wouldn't kill him. But when he did, he slammed into a car.
Okay.
And there was a father in there with his wife and kid, and when he slammed into it, everyone died instantly except the father.
So not the kid.
And so the father, when he was like recovering, the father's the one that survived. And when he was recovering in the hospital room, he realized that he now had these strange like psychic superpowers.
What?
And basically what happened as Boulder was like slamming into him, and he was like trying to like actively absorb stone.
Like was he like accidentally bite? Did he accidentally bite the father?
Yeah, so he kind of like melded a little bit into the father. And so the father got some of his like superhero DNA, and he's the kung fu guy with the slight psychic powers. That's him. So that's how he came about. Is Boulder killed his entire family, so that's why he hates Boulder. And what actually happens though is because they share the same DNA, that gave them their powers. Like they can't actually defeat each other. When they're around each other, their powers get stronger and stronger and stronger, but at an equal rate to where they're not able. They're never going to be able to beat each other.
So
just eternal conflict.
So what happens like? So you're saying that a physical fighter can't defeat a guy that has his mind powers?
Nope. Yeah, whenever they're around each other, their powers like feed off of each other and grow stronger and stronger to where if it's just 1v1, they're never going to be able to beat each other.
Huh. So like just 1v1.
So I mean, naturally, his nemesis realizes this eventually, and so he doesn't play fair. He doesn't like try to just bring on one-on-one fights because he knows that he would never win that way. But just in that one-on-one situation, there's that interesting interaction.
That also kind of reminds me of The Spirit. I don't know if you ever watched that show. So like, I think it's one of those shows where like it didn't probably get as much high score as like some of the other bigger stuff that is out there now, but like it has Scarlett Johansson in it, and Samuel L. Jackson is in it. So like the Avengers are in there, but pretty much it has to deal with this guy who can't die, but his arch nemesis also can't die. They're both like immortal because like his arch nemesis makes him immortal.
This sounds like a comic too. What was the comic?
Is it called The Spirit?
No, it was.
I mean,
there's a DC comic.
Because that is.
Immortal. What was this called?
The Immortal Man.
I don't know. I'm just trying to throw out a description that will like.
Clarn
Oh wow, did I actually just guess his name? I was just like throwing out a description. I don't know if this is him or not, but it's this interesting DC character who basically
Can he just like not die?
Every time he dies, he is he comes back, like he wakes back up. If I'm remembering this right, he wakes back up and he's now like adapted to like what killed him, so that way he's like has a higher tolerance to that.
So if he died by radiation, all of a sudden he can't die by it?
You'd have a higher tolerance to it.
So he's not immortal because he dies, but then he just like
Yeah, he keeps coming back. He regenerates and.
Okay.
Yeah, no. And speaking of, what is that rule? Rule 30.
34.
Speaking of which, that so okay, I haven't read these comics, but I was just like on a binge one time, like just like looking up superhero stuff, and apparently there was like one time where he was like being like tortured and stuff like that, and it kind of like
the Immortal Man.
Like he was being tortured and like killed and then coming back and tortured and stuff like that. And at one point he actually came back, and then eventually he came back as a woman because apparently the theory was that women have a higher pain tolerance than men do. So
okay.
I don't know, just interesting stuff.
They were like, women have more pain tolerance, right? And so they added it in there.
Yeah, so he came back one time as a woman, so that way he could withstand the torture better. I don't know. Weird things that happen in comics.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually true right there.
And
strange things happen.
If you don't know who I'm talking about, I can't remember their name. Like it might be Immortal Man, but I'm not going to take the time right now to like dive into enough to
figure
see that.
out who
but,
it is.
If any of you guys know, I'd be interested.
Holy cow. It's like, I came back as the Immortal Woman. That's probably how they actually try to sell it. But he's a superhero?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's all sorts of weird stuff I go into with comics, but we won't right now.
Okay.
Just know matter-eating lad, weird stuff with him, too. Also, Rule 34 happens that... and also Rule 34 stuff happens in the comics at one point.
Why does that exist? I guess just some fans need that stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, but DC has an entire alternate universe where it's gender swap.
Oh, okay.
That too. That's not, but yeah.
So it's like Superwoman, but then his cousin from a different planet comes as Superman.
Mm-hmm. Except it wouldn't be cousin. It would be him/her, just a different universe, alternate universe.
But it's like swapped, gender swap. So instead, I don't know, what would Superman's name be?
Superwoman?
No, like his, like, it's like
Clark Clarissa Kent? I don't know.
It would be a very interesting, just like how like they have like the Marvel zombies.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're gonna have a rock human that's not this cat.
You still haven't explained where this cat. You said you said, or did you just like want to look at a banana cat? Like, well,
I don't. Oh, all right.
I mean, that is great. That is great. I'm just.
Okay, so it was mainly just because people need to look at something while I have to go and like fix my recording. So I'm like, it didn't need a banana cat.
Yeah.
Why not? But yeah, so that's the main reason why I got that. But yeah, so yours is going to be more of a superhero. Like, are they arch nemesises? Because I know like in the Anatomy of Story, it's written about how to write like movies and everything. But he's saying like the best nemesis are the people who are going after the same goal as the hero. So is he gonna have similar goals? Like is this good guy, is he also trying to eradicate bad guys in a way? Like
is Boulder trying to eradicate bad guys?
No, the Psychic Man.
We'll call him Psionic Man, just something to call him.
So like a Psionic Man, is he trying to go after the same, like is he trying to also stop big bad guys? Or
no, his ultimate...
Is he a total bad guy as well?
Yeah, no, kind of just like my initial thought was just his goal in life is to destroy Boulder to avenge his family.
Oh, no, it happened. You can continue, but I'm going to have to start the recording again.
But you know, I don't know. That is an interesting idea though. That like I haven't heard that before, but that is interesting. That the best nemesis is of each other share a similar goal. You know, and I guess I've seen that sometimes, like Gary and Ash in Pokemon.
You know, yes. All
right.
So let's see. What do you kind of think for this?
All right. So
are we gonna go for like the normal, like there's like the good guy on this side and then like the bad guy on this side, and they're all like, time to attack and kill the other.
You know, actually, a movie poster design that I've been really kind of like fancying recently, and maybe we could try to emulate that in some. But like
Is it Birdman?
No, not Birdman, but the
Harvey Birdman.
No,
Attorney
but
at law.
The most recent Star Wars poster. Let's see.
Do you want to know my location?
But
is it that one?
Mm-hmm.
Do you consider Star Wars a superhero movie?
I thought I was like this one, and then also like these two. I thought have kind of got my attention. I thought they were really good. So maybe like something similar.
Ooh,
like
this would be very interesting. So like they're looking and.
Yeah, so this one would be like more for like showing a large cast. So maybe what be so
it's like if
we want a larger
cast or
we could discuss
cast?
what the larger cast would be, because right now we've only really discussed 2 characters. But yeah, so I think
there is like like does the Boulder, I guess the main question if we I guess we can talk about that. Like do you want to show like a bigger cast with this, smaller cast?
So I've got a confession to make too. So I didn't just come up with this idea this week. Same with yours. This is actually an idea I've been saying. This is an idea I've kind of been like idly thinking about for like the last couple of years, just like this fun. If I were to like write superhero comics, this is what it would be.
Okay.
So I mean, there's like a large cast.
Just like how I was like, if I could make my own like cartoon, it would be that.
So, but I think for the sake of simplicity, let's go with this poster that would kind of like keep a little bit smaller cast. We don't want to make this too complicated for the big movie.
Okay.
For the first movie, this
so,
is so this could be like when we have our Avengers, everyone like teams up movie.
Okay.
Type thing, but this would be like smaller cast movie.
This would just be I mean, we could even just put one person on there if we want. But yeah, so.
But no, I'm really liking this. So I'm thinking we could pull some inspiration from this. And so what I'd be seeing here is, let's see, there we go.
It's like, wait, were you there?
So
no,
there's going to be
weren't.
kind of like this line fireball thing, and then right here is going to be it's going to be Boulder, and so this is going to be kind of like referencing to that crash that happens, but you don't want to be too spoilery on the poster, so it's just going to like be showing. So it's going to be like showing him like falling out of the sky, but not that what he hits or anything like that. And then kind of some light coming out.
No, is he like shiny?
He's red hot. He's like, kind of like a meteor if it was falling from the sky. He was coming down pretty hot.
Super hot. Super hot.
Yeah, no, but I think it'd be fun to kind of just like create our own version of the Star Wars poster. So there'd be like a face here. I mean, somebody's kind of just
like you could also make it different if you know, like, do you know where you want this? Like, is this going to take place kind of like Marvel, where everything is in the same like universe, or is this going to be like in our worlds, like there's a New York City and there's like a Washington and Japan, or is this going to be like in a fictional city?
No, this would be like real city.
Okay.
So yeah, so like crash here, and then that.
Like where would it take place in then?
What city? All the best superheroes are from New York. Ooh, yeah. So I'm gonna start bringing in some assets for this here.
So like you can put like the Empire State Building or like Trade Center 1 in like the middle, and he's like falling down.
I'm gonna shy away from that, but let's see here. So here, let's get a cityscape here. Oh, that's one word. Okay.
New York City is one word.
Oh, no, a cityscape. Let's see here. Let's go for... Here we go. We'll go for this one.
All right. Welcome to New York City. Man, at work, everybody went to New York City. And they're like, it's like very few people that are still there.
Save over this. Replace.
Do you want to save over this?
Yes, I do. Goodbye.
Goodbye, city picture. And hello.
New city
New
picture.
city picture. Welcome to my city. I'm Batman.
Let's see, let's make this a little bit taller.
It's like, you know what is like one movie I haven't seen yet that I regret that I haven't seen yet?
Warcraft. That is a great movie.
It was?
You know, most people don't agree with me on that, but I like that movie.
I'm just kind of saying, I was going to say the Lego Batman movie.
Oh, that movie is also fun.
Did you ever watch that one?
Yeah, I watched it in theaters.
Kind of regret not seeing it in theaters. It probably was worth it. And
let's see.
I regret it. I'm sorry. Just
getting
putting
stuff
it
off
out
your
there.
chest.
I should have saw it, but I did not.
Let's see. We'll go with this. I like the look of this meteor. That looks good.
Oh no, meteor strike. It's like you don't want to make your own.
Nah.
You're like, why make my own if somebody made it for me already?
Nah. So we're just concepting the poster anyway, so we're good. Let's see. So the meteor would be coming in at an angle, kind of like that.
Is this like Armageddon 2 now?
What's that?
Is it like Armageddon 2 now? This poster that we're making?
No, this is Boulder right here.
Oh, okay. So Boulder is now you're kind of making it feel like, I don't know. Now it feels like this is like an origin story for him, that he's like, you make him, he kind of feels like an alien.
Wait, why? He feels like an alien because there's a meteor?
Yeah.
Rasterize. There you are.
Oh, are you deleting the outside? Oh, okay.
Let's see. That almost works. That's close. I'll get as close. Okay.
I mean, we might just need to put like a solid color on the back
Yeah.
that matches that.
Let's see.
Purplish
So
black.
what should be up here kind of in this part? More just like maybe like night sky?
Yeah, maybe like a nice sky with stars.
Yeah.
We can
Stars.
Stars. That's probably too starry for a night. With a city with a lot of noise pollution, which usually has no stars.
This is us.
Maybe that one right there.
Which one?
That has less
This one?
stars.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's get the big one we can.
We got a few more pixels.
Oh yeah.
That's so good.
Stars. All right. Bring this in here.
Stars. It's also two different colors, so we'll have to color match.
Yeah, maybe a gradient map or something, you think? Or
We can also try color match. I mean,
oh yeah, that's
have
true.
you used that before?
Mm-hmm. And then so this
Put it on
meteor
the
needs
bottom.
to be on top of that. And let's see, how much overlap do we have between these two?
We can also try a gradient map. It might work out.
Okay, bring that there.
Oh, you're putting white in there.
Oh, you know, that's probably why this isn't doing what I wanted. Good. There we go. Hey, look at that. This is really hard.
which is very important.
Actually, I'm wanting to match the stars to the city, so let's back up a little bit.
Just rasterize all of them.
Who needs smart objects? I actually really like smart objects.
Yeah,
They're super
great.
nice, but
Smart objects are great. For everybody who wonders, they're great. Just
use them every chance you can because they're definitely better than rasterize. But
okay, you guys change the source
wait.
to Untitled 1 and then go to layout city.
Oh wait, there we go. That's what I was forgetting. I was like, something's there. We go.
All right.
I
mean, that's cool.
Bump down intensity.
What does neutralize do?
Does that?
Okay.
Let's see.
Not bad.
Well, it's a little bright. Let's bump that down a bit.
Yeah, those like stars are really.
Okay, so we've got that, and then
we could also
what were you gonna
darken? Oh, okay. You're bringing it down a bit as well. Yeah, this is what you see at New York City at night. For everybody who's never been there, it's definitely this many stars. What?
Yeah, I bet it is. I've never been there, but makes sense.
So that noise pollution. I mean, have you ever thought about it? Like, we don't have a lot of stars here where we live in Rexburg, Idaho, even though we live in the middle of nowhere.
All right, now we need to.
Like, noise pollution is real, man. I mean, light pollution is real.
Yeah, no, I've tried taking some shots of the moon. It's kind of tough here.
So you actually have to go to the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, even more so than Idaho, which is already pretty much.
Can you just add like a clip to clip the white?
What's that?
Oh, I thought that's what you were trying to do.
So we got that. Here, check this out. So then we're going to go to outer glow, not red. Now it's a lightsaber.
I mean, hey, that's what the people want.
Then that's what they'll get. Let's see.
Ooh, wow. This is a lightsaber again. I think we just like lightsabers. Is that
lightsabers
what
are
we're
great.
Trying to get with this?
Let's see. So we have that. Then it's needing a little bit of inner glow too. Let's give it a little bit of.
So
Something like that.
Is it just going to be like a beam then?
What's that?
Like so the tail gets smaller and then it gets bigger?
Let's see. We'll need to trim this down a little bit. Actually, let's come in here.
It'd be kind of funny because it's the Boulder. Armageddon comes with the Boulder. Was this supposed to be like ultra thin or?
Yeah. This isn't really looking the way I picture it looking.
Are you just going for like a really thin line?
I was just more trying to extend the tail.
What happens if you try to use like a lens flare? No, I don't know. Never mind.
What we could also do.
Oh, you're just gonna transform. What was that?
I should have just done this in the first place. There we go. Done. I was making that
Totally
too hard.
normal. What are you talking about?
All right. So we've got the meteor coming in here. So now up here we're gonna have the faces. And actually, with that in mind, these stars are probably kind of big.
What, the stars?
Let's see. So let's bring that back there. Or just the stars are probably a little bit too luminant. So let's tone these down a little bit.
It's a nice place.
New York City?
Yeah. You get yourself, go to like a smack, some of that macaroni and cheese.
All right, so who's going to be in this? Who is Boulder? Who is he?
We could always have, what's his name? We can always have John Cena. John Cena as the Boulder.
Ooh, or should he be Psychic Man?
Like John, like he's Psychic Man?
Yeah. I like that as Psychic Man because he's a punchy, because Psychic Man's punchy.
I thought the Boulder is also punchy. I thought, because the other one was Psychic, right?
Psychic punchy and rock punchy. So, okay, you're picturing John Cena as Boulder?
I guess it could be one of those things where it's like a really tough guy versus like a guy who looks average but is the Boulder.
Let's see. I think that's just a nice kind of like stoic face.
Just the nice, nothing, like, it kind of reminds me of the little video of the guy longing for something, but they change what he's looking at.
All right.
Welcome to John Cena.
So we'll cut him out here.
It's like John Cena is the new Rock.
Wait, the Rock isn't a thing anymore?
I mean, he's still a thing, but I'm saying, he's becoming like the big guy. The next big WWE star.
Wait, John Cena's been that for a while.
Yeah. But, like, not as big as The Rock.
What? I don't know. He's
John Cena.
Wait, you think The Rock is bigger than... Was The Rock in his prime is bigger than John Cena in his prime?
I mean, I think... Aren't they both... I feel like they're both kind of still, like, at the same level. If you know what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it's really hard to say who's bigger, because I feel like they both have like a big following now. I mean, they have like their own little like John Cena thing that they do now. Yesterday, I spent like 3 hours trying to cut somebody's ears out.
Oh yeah, the rotoscoping in After Effects.
Rotoscoping, it's fun. I feel like I should have. I feel like I just should have used like a mask inside Premiere, because I felt like it probably would have taken the same amount of time, just because it was like the color tone was so similar that the rotoscope was having a hard time around his ears, that I was like having to like rotoscope his ears a lot, and I'm like, I should have just used a mask the whole time. Probably would have made his ears not look like they were like vanishing and appearing.
Let's see.
It was just enough that you could probably notice it.
All right, so we'll go with that. It will do.
It will do.
It will do. But let's also
making 4 copies.
There you go. Now his hair is not popping, isn't fading away quite as much. All right.
John Cena
Let's put this all up here.
versus himself. You can probably actually hide him behind the tail.
Oh yeah, he probably should go behind the tail, huh? That's probably.
Do you still have the inner glow and outer glow thing going on?
No, I hid that.
Oh, okay.
We'll just. Bloop.
Did you ever like email that one girl at Adobe Max that was like, "Hey, if you email me, I'll give you my secrets"?
No, that is on my to-do list though. 'Cause
I'm the worst. She was actually
amazing.
cool. So like, I can't remember what was her name again. It was Lisa Carney.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah. So yeah, she was like really cool person. Got to meet.
Actually, you should probably.
Should we keep a little bit of his like shoulder in the shot? I don't know. I mean, not his shoulder. Yeah, his shoulder.
Yeah. So like bring in a little bit of the shoulder.
It's like witchcraft. Oh my gosh.
Sure. So you got that. Okay. So now who's the other person? So we got Boulder.
I'm thinking somebody who's like a little bit not like as tough looking as this guy. Because
Okay,
I mean,
so
we
who's
need
someone-
the Boulder. I feel like the Boulder. If it's one of those things where he's not as tough looking.
So this guy would also need to be a little bit older because he had a family. So a little bit older.
The Boulder had a
Oh,
family?
no. Psychic
Oh,
man.
this is the Boulder.
I thought that was Boulder.
Oh, I thought.
Oh,
I thought he was.
cool. I thought you wanted him to be Boulder. No, I like him more as Psychic Man too. Okay. So
How about what's his name? Spider-Man dude.
which one? The most recent one?
The first one.
First one? Oh, yeah, Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire.
Let's see.
He hasn't been in stuff in a while.
Actually, speaking of Spider-Man, what about instead of Tobey Maguire? No, now I'm forgetting his name.
The recent guy?
No, not the most recent one. That's Tom Holland, not him. There we go, Andrew Garfield. That's what I was trying to think of.
Andrew
I forgot his name
Garfield.
forgot his name for a sec. He did a great job in those movies.
I
He did. It was like too bad how everything worked out that they had to get a different Spider-Man actor. He did great.
think he did do a good job. The second, one of those things where I feel like a lot of people say the actor ruined the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean,
Whoa, wait. You've heard people say that he ruined the movie?
yeah,
Okay, so I could go on a rant about this. It wasn't
because
him.
like I've heard a lot of people say, oh, like the actor, he ruined the movie. It was his fault that it was really bad. But I feel like that's false. I feel like most of the time, it's always the director's. Like it can be the director's decision on everything. So I feel like Andrew Garfield. I feel like it's one of those things where, he's like a talented and good actor, and it's always the director that can be like, no, you're not saying it right. You're not doing something right. It's his decision on getting something just right. You always need to like make sure that you are not overdoing it with the actor.
Right.
Like overstressing them or anything. But I always feel like you have the decision on on what they will do.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of what ruined the Amazing Spider-Man movies too was kind of just the producers. I think like Sony kind of messed it up a bit. They were trying to move too fast, bringing in too many things into the universe and stuff like that too quickly. Amazing Spider-Man 2 had so much stuff going on. I just had too much.
Yeah, like they're trying to bring it was just like what happened in The Mummy. They try to bring up so much stuff and reference it in the first movie, and not taking their time.
Make a good movie. If you make a good movie, you'll have time to get to it. All right, so we got the two of them in here. So we're just about there. But you know what? I think I want... Let's see, what's the keyboard shortcut? Can I remember it offhand?
What are you trying to do?
I think I remember the keyboard shortcut. Let's bring this down a little.
Are you just like making it longer?
Yeah.
Maybe we should somehow make that line go through longer, like thicker more.
Yeah.
Looks like it's not changing much. You might have to transform it.
No.
Oh, okay. It's just what you used in order to cut it out.
Yeah, because it's there. It's just kind of getting hidden on their faces. But I think that will fit. But we'll come back to that after we're going to apply a gradient map. So what color should we do for the gradient map? Black to green?
Black to green?
I think that could look nice. Or maybe we should do like a black to purple, kind of matching the tones that are in the poster now I think about it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because you want to, like right now it's like black and purple for everything.
Yeah, let's keep with that.
And so let's just make... Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. I want to actually use the gradient map. Black and white. It's a noir movie.
Oh.
Like, or we could even have, like, the purple.
There you go. That's looking good. Is that kind of what you were thinking?
Kind of wish that I could copy one of the colors over here, but it can't. Dang it.
Oh, here, actually, got an idea for you want to copy it. So we'll just say okay to that for now.
Just make it go
And
away.
then let's group two of these together. Bring this down here. Clip it to that. So now, yeah. So now you can open it up, and I drop off the purple there.
I want to edit it. Gosh. There we go.
Ah. It's like, I know this button does the thing.
I do. It's like, okay, so.
Oh, wait. Never mind.
Do you want it to be more like a pinkish purple or, no, shoot.
Maybe more of a bluish purple.
I need to fix that.
Fix what?
I'm thinking we might go for something like this. Want to go darker?
Yeah, let's go for like a little bit more bluish in the purple too. Change it, shift it a little bit more.
So more like.
Yeah, right around there.
You want to desaturate it a bit or? You like how I'm just like exact needs to be rounded to the nearest 5. What's the opposite of purple? Isn't it like a green?
Yellow.
It's a yellow.
Yeah, but I think let's keep with the black to purple. That looked nice.
So it's just like one color.
Yeah.
Let's see if we go the opposite.
Scary.
You
You made that so scary. But actually, I do like that with the black slider brought up a bit. Yeah, just darkening that out a bit.
How about we unhit it to the thing, release the clipping mask. We don't have to have it all the way at 100%. We can do like 75. Or
Ooh, I got an idea.
Just try to.
I got an idea.
Okay.
All right.
Let me just change. You can do that, and I need to turn back on the camera.
Okay. So let's copy that.
What's going like the city? I feel like there's just too many colors now for the city.
Yeah, wrong button. Too many colors in the city?
Yeah. What do you think?
There we go.
I mean, you might have a different opinion on that.
Actually, wait, why do we have this up here? Why don't we just put this down here?
Why?
Let's see. So something more like around there, so?
So it's just like doing the purple thing?
Mm. Oh, that's good. I like that. Just adding the hue to it.
Yeah. Just changing
There
all
we
the
go.
hue to the same color.
There we go.
Oh,
no.
no.
All right. I
think that doesn't look bad.
think we're getting pretty close to this. I think
I think the fade should happen more right here as well. Like you see the fade for the stars. I'm thinking their body should fade.
Kind of match
there.
that. Yeah. All right, so let's open up our background. So that, let's see. That's the reflection.
Oh, man.
All right.
Looks so cool.
All right, so have this a little bit more like up here, kind of closer to their bodies. Is that what you're saying?
No, like maybe like bring the shoulders, like make that gradient on the shoulders go down. What do you think?
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. The only thing I don't like showing their shoulders is both of them are wearing suits, and I feel like that's kind of weird for this, which is why I was kind of hiding it initially.
Okay.
But
It might be a more interesting combination. All right. How do you think of it?
looking pretty good.
The Boulder and Psycho Man.
And
Is it
then-
Psycho? No. Psychonic
The only
Man?
thing I'd say let's just apply this to everything.
Levels.
Bring those up a little bit. Nah, that one's fine. That one is fine.
You might,
Bring that up
maybe
little
the
bit.
city needs to be. Does the city need to be darkened a bit, or do you think it's still good?
We can try it. Oh, there we go. I was like, hey, you didn't do what I wanted. I beat it that one. There we go. Yeah.
And oh man,
So we got that, and then let's see.
it's like you mostly been doing. Ow.
Oh. And
What do you
then,
think?
Yeah, but then overall, I'd say. Let's see, we're just looking a little dark in the mids. Here we go. Bring up the midtones just a little bit and on everything. Or maybe just either on everything or just on just their faces. I'm not sure yet. So if we wanted just on their faces. What do you think? I think just their faces were a little dark.
Okay. I think that works. I think we have everything kind of here. Like if we,
Hey. Oh, if you're like looking at the
yeah,
inspiration
it?
poster.
cat.
I think
Banana cat.
just search Star Wars poster again. So, yeah, that first hit.
Okay. The one gradient.
It's pretty similar.
Yes. Pretty similar. Yeah.
So
How do you want to put in the text now? Like, what did you make a decision on what you want to call this?
I have not. Let's see. So
Are you cropping it now?
that's not showing me what I wanted. Here, so one thing I wanted to do though is let's grab everything. Put that in group.
You want to get smaller?
Maybe about there. Yeah, we're going to continue here with kind of copying.
Oh, okay.
So we'll just kind of go
Yeah.
all the way.
You might have to move the stars.
Oh, here, don't worry. I got the plan.
What are you gonna do?
If only the marquee had rounded corners.
Oh, you're going for the whole. You're going for the look on the edges as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bring up Illustrator real quick here.
You can't round corners.
Click it a bunch.
Can you do that with the shape builder too? Like the shape tool?
Can you?
Are you going to make it go all the way down to the bottom? So, like, if you change it from
Mm-hmm.
shapes to selection,
Oh, I see weird.
you might have to... Oh. Like, if you click on the shape tool, it says shapes. It should be able to let you do, like, a path.
Gotcha. I think we're going to keep it the shape just for now. See, let's turn that off. Fill on. Okay. And then, so we'll have this come down here, and then you have room down at the bottom for some text. Something like that.
Yeah, I might line it up to the water's edge. 'Cause I feel like I might
but
be taking...
we had some nice reflection of stars. You know what we do in
You
this
might
case?
just have to move the whole thing up.
Or we just make our canvas bigger. Let's see. Let's make this 1200.
You're like, it can be any size that I want. I'm not going to be limited to what Hollywood tells us. That's a lot. Holy cow.
Yeah, that was a little bit too big.
Maybe just like 100 pixels.
What are you wanting to do?
Make a copy of it? Isn't it like Shift Command E?
Control J.
Oh. I don't know why that's not working anymore. Am I doing the wrong buttons? You know what I'm trying to do?
I have no idea what you're trying to do.
Like, it's supposed to be that whatever I have selected, it will like just make a whole duplicate of that.
Well, yeah. Wait, Command J did duplicate that. What do you mean?
No, like not duplicate the layers to actually.
But you want to like merge it?
Yeah, it's like a merge copy. There we are. I got it.
Oh yeah, that's Shift Control Alt E.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
That's what you do when it works.
I was thinking we might be able to do like let's like first make it like a smart object. I think it looks good now.
Yeah, now we just need the title.
Okay, so we do have the boulder. Do you want to call it the boulder or do you want to call it something else?
Let's see. So I think it needs to be like Boulder, and then Boulder colon something.
Boulder, the bouldering. Okay, so now, oh man, so this is the boulder versus the enemy. It's like,
And
okay.
this is also an enemy he created through his own kind of mistakes. So Boulder, let's see.
It's like, what kind of puns can we do? It's like, what's another?
Boulder Inner Demons, Boulder. Yeah, but we don't need. I don't really like this type. That was just the type that was there.
Okay.
So we don't need to like get fancy with stuff like this. No. Oh, you're ruining it. Oh, typography sins. Undo that.
Okay. Hang on. I'm just gonna go turn back on the camera again.
All right, so let's type this back out, because I stretched it out a bit too. So.
The boulder.
Do you like Boulder or the Boulder? I'm not sure yet.
I mean, if it's like, I think Boulder is also kind of cool because it's like Boulder. Watch it now.
Let's see. I'm thinking maybe. Nope, you don't have that one. So this could maybe be a.
You can go for like an Expo Sans Pro.
Okay, we got Helvetica. Yeah. Let's see here. You only got that one. Right.
Did you do it again? Dang it! I think I actually forgot to turn back on the recording. We used up all 64 gigs.
Wow. Look at us. I should flip these. This should be Rockwell.
Yeah,
because it's Boulder. Because Boulder would definitely be a slab serif.
The Boulder. I think it looks good now. What do you think? Just maybe a little bit smaller.
It's coming along. Let's see, and then maybe.
What happens if we reverse the colors. Like on the outside. So it's like white text on a black background. Do you think that would be
White text? Perhaps. Ooh, okay, yeah, I can see that. So let's
just change the background color to black and the text to white?
Yeah, so let's... Actually, I didn't need to do that. Let's just...
I'll put a solid color on it.
Yeah, so like what if that was black?
Then the Boulder is white. Oh, and you have to change that to white. Maybe if you add some texture to it. Like, don't know what type of texture.
I know.
Oh. I was thinking of like something that's kind of like long, but like.
Let's see. Let's just see.
Boulder.
If I get
a Boulder texture. What happens if you do like Boulder texture?
Ooh, good call. Good call. Go with this one. Actually, no. Let's not go with this one.
No. Just.
How
about that blue one?
Let's see. What about? Do you like? I don't know. What do you think of this one?
It's not bad.
Maybe, yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's the best one I'm seeing so far. Oh, actually, that was not bad.
Okay, give that one a try.
We could work with that.
Yeah. Just give that one a try. Save image as the Boulder.
Okay,
that
so
works.
if we bring this in, and then we come in here in place, and we bring this in. Let's rotate it. Have it fill up and all of that. Bring it down. Bring it down.
Just drag it down. There.
I like my keyboard shortcuts though. Why aren't you? Maybe it's true. Maybe like something like that, and then like fade it out, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Type thing.
What do you think? Hey, I think the 80s got pulled off pretty well. Yeah, I think it's not bad. I think this is pretty good. I mean, it's really good actually.
Yeah, there's still more refinements I'd want to do, but
yeah,
for the sake of
it's not bad though.
Yeah, the time we put into it, it's not bad at all.
Not bad. I think it's good. I think this is actually really good now. The Boulder
versus Inner Demons.
John Cena's character. I forgot. I keep on forgetting what his name is.
Psychic Man.
Yeah, I think it's really good. Definitely a really good poster. I think one of the best that we've done so far.
It's better. We're coming along.
Although it's still like the first one that we did.
It's tough to beat.
All right. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I think this is really good. Yeah, and so we'll probably just be posting this on the Overmar Productions Twitter page for anybody that wants to look at it.
Overmore has a Twitter page?
Yes, it does.
What?
It's called.
This has never been announced before.
It's actually on the hat. You do like. It's our number for it is like the day after tomorrow, because somebody took Overmar Productions like a month before I was gonna get it. So I was like, oh man, why did they do that? It's terrible. I was sad, but yeah. So yeah, you can check it. You're going to check that out. We're gonna put updates on there, and like other things that I'm planning on doing with Overmar. Like like planning more like sketches, like planning sketches and stuff that I'll put on there. But yeah, so it'll be really fun. And if you want to like follow me, I'm the Blonde Stump on on there.
Blonde Stump at Blonde Stump.
No, it has my name on it. It's a Brenton Stump, but my like handle is the Blonde Stump. And for you,
yeah, so you can find me on Twitter at Gila Monster, and then the O is a 0. And you can also, if you go there if you want to see some of my ramblings and thoughts about random things. If you want to see some of my professional work, go to helamanhigley.com, HelamanHigley. And then if you want to see some of my photography work, I do photography too. You can go to Instagram, Helaman Higley, and you'll find me there.
Monster as well.
No. Gila Monster on Twitter. You can just see like my thoughts and ramblings. Right now I'm talking a lot about stuff going on with esports because I enjoy that, and there's a big competition going right now. But anyway, that's where you can find me.
Yeah, and then I have an Instagram and other stuff as well. It's just easy to find me with Brenton Stump. Just remember there's an silent F at the M because that's the best thing in the world. But anyways, thank you guys for watching and staying tuned. And we're going to come in next week.
And wait, here I go. Our sign-off, I just thought of what our sign-off is going to be.
All right.
Mwah. You ready? All right, you ready? Well, let's sign off.
But that's the beginning, right? Oh, we can just say, it's like beautiful. Mwah. Beautiful
next
poster.
time on Video Dente. Mwah.
Mwah. See you
Sign
next
off.
time.